Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, back to do another episode of What's in the Bag, Jay? Now, this is where I pick 6 movies from my collection that I've never seen, and put the names inside of a bag, draw one out, watch it, do a review for you guys. Now, if the one I picked is not your favorite, or not the one you wanted me to watch, definitely vote for it. It's very, very important for you guys to vote. That way, you get it put back in next week's drawing. Speaking of which, the 3 returning movies are Russell Massacre, which had 3 votes. Mimesis, Night of the Living Dead, which had 3 votes. And Slaughter, which had 3 votes. Now, the new films in this segment are Left in Darkness, which has a pretty cool glow-in-the-dark cover. Not that that means that the movie's good. The Killing of a Sacred Deer, and Live Feed, the Ryan Nicholson film. He was the guy that did Gutterballs and Hanger, which is not one of my favorites, but this is said to be pretty good. Now this is where I take all of the names, I throw them in the bag. Give the bag a good tussle. Put my hand in the bag, spin it around a little bit, and pull out a winner, which is Mimesis, Night of the Living Dead. Sorry about the shaky cam, guys. Doing this with one hand. So the rest of the movies go back into the pile. Very important for you guys to vote. That way your movie comes back next week, and there's a better chance that I will pick it. So, I'm going to go watch Mimesis and come back with my thoughts. Later, guys. Well, I just watched Mimesis, Night of the Living Dead, and here are my thoughts. Mimesis is a 2011 movie which runs approximately 95 minutes and is written and directed by Douglas Schulze. Now, he was responsible for Dark Fields, which I do own. I haven't watched it yet, though. Hellmaster, and there is another Mimesis movie coming out. Now, I don't believe it's going to be a sequel to this one. It's going to be in the same vein, and I kind of can't get into that because it'll give the story away. So, the movie that's coming up is going to be called Mimesis Nosferatu. Now, the 2 big names in this film are Sid Haig, who plays Alfonso Betts. He plays a director. He, of course, was in House of a Thousand Corpses, The Devil's Rejects, Bone Tomahawk he had a small role in, Hatchet 3, and oddly enough, he was in Night of the Living Dead 3D, which I've had for quite some time. I did watch it. I don't really remember much about it. I don't remember if it was any good. Yeah. But I was talking to Brad about that the other night. I'm going to have to bring that up and probably watch it again sometime soon. The other name that this has in it is Courtney Gaines. He plays Gordon. And of course, he is known for Children of the Corn, where he played Malachi. Hard Bodies, which he played Rag. He was in The Burbs. And a movie that I actually quite like that I didn't know he was in. It's called The Landlady with Talia Shire. Pretty good film. Now I'm going to explain some of this movie. I don't want to give anything away because around the second act, it gets really, really good. 2 friends are on their way to a horror convention. While there, they're listening to a director, and this is another one of those films that are basically saying that films make us do things, like watching violent films make us angry or make us kill people and all that kind of stuff. Now, this isn't preachy like Drive-In. This kind of disputes the fact. It's not heavy-handed like Drive-In was. It works well with the film too. Now, when they're talking to the director afterwards, one of the friends doesn't really want to be there, but I guess he always goes with the other friend to the horror convention. And while they're eating lunch, they get invited to an after party to where they decide to go because she's quite attractive. Now, when they get out to the party, it's a old farmhouse, which is kind of an odd setting for a party. But they go to the party anyway, have a few drinks, and they end up passing out because they were drugged. The next day they wake up, and they are, oddly enough, dressed as characters from Night of the Living Dead. And the movie starts to play out with them in the film. That's all I can pretty much say. I don't want to spoil anything. Like I said, by the second act of this film, it gets really, really good. I actually had a really, really fun time with this film. I'm going to give this one an 8. I did want to mention, because Brad will probably kill me if I don't, that Insane Clown Posse actually did a song at the end of the film, and he must know some of them guys personally, because as I was looking under Sid Haig's resume, he actually did a music video for Insane Clown Posse, or one of the guys from Insane Clown Posse, so. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Another interesting thing about the film is, due to a technicality arising from the defunct copyright law that stated copyright info must be included in a film's credits, they were actually able to use footage from the original Night of the Living Dead without permission. So I thought that was kind of interesting. And yeah, this is definitely a recommendation. If you like Night of the Living Dead, if you like zombie films, if you like movies that are very self-aware, I would definitely recommend this. But yeah, this is a fun movie. Originally, I had seen this on cable. I caught about 5 minutes of it, and I had to go somewhere. And I was going to tape it onto the DVR, but it wasn't playing again. And this was a couple years ago, I think. So when I saw this at a flea market, I picked it up so I could pretty much finish watching it. And very, very good choice. This is definitely a high recommendation. So check this one out. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.